No, so ours was the vision, and just basically what is the vision? The vision is a precursor to everything. Any organization, any entity, any venture, anything that you're going to venture into, you have to have a vision. Vision is what basically guides the action of the individuals in your organization. So Ali's going to talk about what is it.
So in relation to really what vision is that utopian place of really where we want to go and what we want to be. And how do we really go about doing that? It really boils down to our values. And the values are those things that we really hold dear to us, and they things that we commit to, unwaveringly commit to. Now, it's one thing to say, okay, well, I value this or I value that, but it's something else to actually wear it on our sleeves as leaders. And part of being able to really commit to values is really through our actions. So in terms of vision and values, if we want to create an organization as leaders that truly has values, let's say, for example, we value teamwork and collaboration. Well, then, what are those actions? What do they actually look like? So we might use, say, for example, the tools for reaching agreement, or the organizational effectiveness to demonstrate our commitment to teamwork and collaboration. All right, so Marco.
So in essence, what he's saying is that if you want to instill your values in an organization, they're not going to work if you don't have all these other steps in place. You know, going back to tools for strategic building, stage of building agreement, that's part of incorporating your values into what is it that you're trying to do. We had a discussion as to how do you start, where do you start? Do you start with a vision when you're trying to motivate your people, when you're trying to move your people? Do you start with a vision? Do you start with a mission? Do you start with the values? And basically it's a combination of all of them. Our thought process were that vision you want to share with your people, where is it that you guys are going? And then you're going to demonstrate through those actions your values. And then the mission is how you're going to get there. Now a lot of times we get stuck. People get derailed in the mission part of it. You know, you're going to have people on board that have the same values and they want to go where you're trying to lead them. But getting there, sometimes people get discouraged. Things happen. So these are some of the times that we implement our vision. So when you're having, where is it at? When your team is embarking on a new project, you want to reiterate the vision. When people are feeling disconnected, you want to reiterate the vision. When changes have taken place in the organization and the leaders want to refocus people, the ASD is getting a new superintendent, there's a lot of things going on, but what happened in your school, you want to reiterate that vision. So those are key times along the journey in your mission that you want to be able to refresh the vision, because people tend to get discouraged. And you can do that by implementing the ethos, logos, pathos, kind of what we saw with that video, what is it called again?
Gettysburg.
Gettysburg. You know, you want to tackle on the ethics. How are you? What are your values? You want to reiterate to your people the emotion, the pathos aspect of it, and always go back to the logos, the reason why we're doing what we're doing, the logical part of it.
And just to close with, I think one of the key things to really share our vision is to be aspirational, and we've spoken about that all the time. We hold each other accountable to it. So I asked Marco a question, and I said, if we were going to a new school, right, and what would be the most, on a turnaround school, in an urban school, what would be the most important components of an inspiring vision? And I think we both kind of agreed upon probably presenting a unifying theme and really getting those values down. But at the end of our conversation, we thought, they're equally important, but perhaps that's where we actually start in establishing that vision. And that's anything else you want to add?
Optimal collaboration.